Hey folks, good evening. Thank you for joining us on the second channel. And we're just going to kind of hop right into it here because why not? Glenn already started us off with the super chat. So thank you, Glenn, for the super chat. And I have YouTube channel memberships on this channel now because of Don in 5SKT. He was like, if you turn that on, I'll join. I was like, okay. And then I think I've had
Don's fault.
It's always Don's fault. And then I had like 5 or 6 people join after that. So YouTube channel members are a thing on this channel right now.
Even when it's a good thing, it's still Don's fault.
Well, that's one way to look at it. Joe Brett's here. Sweet. Okay.
Joe Brett's going to bring a RV to Huntsville.
That's why I invited him. Yeah.
Oh, he's right here. There he is. I thought he meant on the street.
That here.
No, he's here.
There he is.
Here.
Hey.
I gotta.
He's wearing his party animal shirt too.
I've got to fix his face because his screen is cut off.
Yeah, there's no fixing his face.
No.
Well,
face is crooked. It's okay.
In the screenshot, I can fix it. I can't fix his actual face for him, but
I think you mean unsymmetrical.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah,
I mean.
there you go.
If it weren't for his lovely wife Noelle, we would never talk to him.
Right.
That's probably true. I need KM4ACK to join so I can get an even number of squares on this screen here. He's supposed to be here.
Circle also gets the square.
We got to play that game some night.
Yeah, I think it's up
That's
to Kyle.
a good idea.
Yeah,
Kyle does all the board
Kyle will
games.
come up with that.
We haven't done a happy hour or a trivia in a long time.
Yeah, we haven't. So we worked on, not to get off topic, but we worked on a Hemmywood Squares, and I had it all planned out, but my computer just didn't have enough processing power to do all the things.
Oh, come on, you're raking in the bucks on the big YouTuber fortune and fame train.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
That's just a drop in the bucket for you.
I need to get a new powerful, better computer. So.
Oh, that's better. Okay, good. Let's fix that here. All right, KM4ACK, whenever you're ready, buddy. If anyone else is... so Bill couldn't make it tonight. I was hoping Bill would join and talk about his very cool homemade camper, but he's actually at work. Who gifted memberships? Who did that? Hey, Don. Thank you. Thanks, buddy. Thank you for the membership gifting.
Oh, truckload of
Appreciate that, Don.
Did you see who got him too?
Bill did. Lee, Bill, Dean, Evan, Ben, Aloysius?
Aloysius.
Is that what it is?
It's Aloysius, yeah.
Okay, some Greek dude. Mel, Justin,
Southern,
and
man.
Patrick.
Come on.
A whole RV truckload.
Right.
Yeah, right.
That donation had some slide outs.
I see what you did there.
Oh, that's what you should call your donation membership. What is your donation memberships? Do you remember?
I don't remember. Somebody
You're casual camper.
Casual camper is one of them. Yeah.
You should. Yeah.
I can rename them. Fifth wheel. Slide out RV that are broke ass Forest River Salem.
Yeah. I'm looking. You have casual camper, glamper extraordinaire, and hardcore overlander.
The bottom should be broken slide out.
Yeah. Broken slide out. Oh God. Oh, I got to do that. You know what? I got to do that. Yeah.
The bottom tier for broken slide out.
For 12 cents a month, you could join Broken Slide Out, and you get
River.
You get nothing for it.
No. It's a reverse. You have to pay them.
I have to pay that. I'll pay you 12 cents a month. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, Joe Brett, you need to be wrenchified up in this. Let's see.
Didn't even
I gotta
notice.
turn members on my channel. I was looking at my membership tiers. I'm like, wait a minute, because I'm going to do something like weekender, full timer.
Yeah.
Because if you're a full timer, it's like Friday rolls on. It's like fracking weekenders, taking up everything, walking through your campsite, dogs crapping in your front yard, fracking weekenders.
That's how we are when we go to Galveston. And we're there for like 2 weeks, and there's a holiday weekend somewhere in the middle, and we're like, oh, crap. Now the tourists are coming in.
I was stuck in a campsite over I think it was whatever one ends the summer, Labor Day or Memorial Day. I never get them right, but it was like everybody showed up from Louisiana and they all brought their Louisiana, Big Ten flags or whatever it is. I'm not a big sports fan, in case y'all hadn't learned that yet about me.
Yeah.
But I'm like, go local team. Like, I'm from Louisiana. I've got Louisiana license plates. I'm flying a Louisiana Tigers, whatever their mascot is, flag for my Louisiana end of summer vacation weekend. I'm like, don't you want to pick the best team? I'm not saying that Louisiana is not the best team, but no one had Philadelphia Eagles flag flying in Louisiana that weekend.
Well,
it's time to leave if they do.
Right?
Yeah.
So where I was for the last 10 years, it was Green Bay Packers and Minnesota Vikings, and I was closer to the Twin Cities side than I was to Green Bay. And they actually you go to a bar and the outside tables, half of them are purple and yellow, and the other half are green and yellow. We'll just take anybody that shows up,
Yeah. Sheesh. All right. Well, if anyone else is camping at Montesano and would like to join the live stream, if you're camping in
a camping space,
your RV in Montesano, want to join the live stream, you're welcome to join us tonight. So hit me up in Discord. I don't want to share the Zoom link in public chat.
If you know, you know.
But hit me up in Discord. It's the same Zoom link I always use. So if you've ever been on any of my live streams, it's the same Zoom link. So you guys are welcome to join us. But Mike, are you going to Huntsville, or are you?
I'm not this year. I am thinking about attending some of these events next year.
You need to, Mike. Slacker.
Because quite frankly, I'm tired of missing them, and our traveling is kind of changing as much. We've gotten the whole family to all 48 states, so we're not necessarily trying to get to all the different places. So we're kind of refocusing, and I think just the whole family wants to make it a priority to get me to some of these shows. So that's kind of nice.
I support your family supporting you.
Right.
Yeah,
I wanted to ask you guys if I'm thinking of coming next year. I don't know if it involved bringing the camper or not. How soon do I have to worry about that?
I would
the day after Huntsville Hamfest ends.
Right.
Book your
like a
campsite.
Year in advance.
Yeah, literally.
I will book when I get there this week. I will book my week for next year.
Oh wow!
I'm not gonna even wait till the end, but you might. Yeah, you might do. In fact, there might accidentally be some spots available because Vern told me he had 12 or 13 spots reserved.
Yeah.
And I think he had more than that, and some of them got claimed, and some of the ones that didn't get claimed, he canceled them at the last minute so he didn't have to pay for them because people weren't using them. Yeah. So there was 12, 13, 14 spots open up a couple of weeks ago. They might have been picked up by now. But yeah, I will book mine when I get there. I'm going to get there on Tuesday. I'll probably go up there on Wednesday or Thursday and book mine for next year.
So it has to be said, Mike, if you're taking your big fifth wheel up the mountain, do not follow the GPS directions. You will die. You will absolutely death. End of life. End of life experience.
It's not like you're driving through Colorado. Okay,
no,
it's not that
it's actually
bad.
worse.
No, it's not that. There's some wicked switchbacks on that highway though. If you go one way, but if you go the other way, it's fine. You just go straight up and you're fine.
We've usually got to scan some comments to kind of scout those places out and see how to get in there.
Yeah.
I am showing 0 campsites from Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay. They probably got snatched up pretty quickly after he...
For this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they probably got snatched up pretty quickly, I would guess.
Some of the RV sites have full hookups. Some of them don't. There are glamping tents. There are cabins. There are tent camping sites. There are buddy sites. Like, Jason, you're always in a buddy site. That's one of the first campsites I've seen a buddy site at.
I've been there for the last 2 years. The first 2 or 3 years I was not. I was in one spot over. But yeah, I'm in 49 Alpha and there's a 49 Bravo, and Mike N8YO is in 49 Bravo. And he has been the last 2 years. He'll be there again this year. But yeah, I like it because it's instead of having all your campsites going this way, this one has a back end this way and a back end this way, so it makes a big triangle, and it makes for a good amount of room to set up chairs and just have everyone over at night. In fact, N8YO, he said that his girlfriend Jenny, she was with us in Colorado. She's the one who owns the pop-up camper
Yep.
And she's not going to be able to make it this year, so he's just going to bring a tent, and he's going to tent camp, and he's like, we can use that whole area to set up chairs and awnings and whatnot. And I'm like, cool, we'll do that. So so we should have even more space for evening gatherings this year than we have in the past.
Yeah, so normally when you go to a campground, every campsite is a single back in, and it's just you and your campsite. Montesano has, I want to say, like 2 or 3 where you
something
back
like
in
that,
and then hook a left or hook a right to go into the space.
Right.
And so it's like if you have like you and a friend, which every single campsite at Montesano for Huntsville Hamfest weekend is a ham, guaranteed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Almost guaranteed. Yeah.
And usually one of us.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good.
So I'm looking at a campground map right now, and I heard you say 49 A and B, Jason. Is that kind of the right area to be in? I mean, is the main pavilion, is it right there
there's
on that
2
strip?
loops
No,
for campers.
the pavilion's in another area. It's like a 4-minute drive. It's nothing. But like I think Kyle, are you next to me this year?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kyle's on one side of me. I think Renee's on the other side of me, and she's bringing her teardrop, I'm told. And ACK, he's across the street and down like 1 or 2. Joe Brett's, are you in the same place you were last year, Joe Brett?
I'm across the street from it, still behind the bathhouse from where you are.
Okay. So you're like 2 or 3 rows over from us, but it's a short walk. You just walk across the area there. But there's and then Bill's down on the other side of Kyle, and
He's
then Richard's on the other. Yeah, Richard's on the other side of Bill.
The Ham Radio Duo's got my site from last year. They snagged it for this year.
Well, they were closer. I think they were next to ACK last year. They were closer to where our site was. But okay,
you're right.
All right. Huh. Lou's in the chat. Hiking and Hammond. He says Pink and he are in 45. Okay. Good. Excellent. So Tio, what the heck are you doing? Because I know you've changed plans a couple times. You're not RV camping, are you?
Yeah, so I had the really brilliant idea this year that I was going to stay out of the South in the RV in the absolute hottest months of the summer.
And solid planning.
The weather had other plans for us this year. We do not look to me for weather advice at all, because I decided to stay out of the heat of the South, and the entire country went into a heat wave just to spite me. So I'm in Colorado still. It's in the 90s today, and what I'm doing is I'm actually going up the street to Montrose Regional Airport. I'm hopping a puddle jumper over to Denver, and then I'm flying into Huntsville Airport, and I'm staying in one of the cabins up on the mountain.
What day are you arriving?
Wednesday, 2 p.m.
When? Oh, okay. See, I thought you were getting there on Monday again.
I would have liked to, but
Okay. All right. Okay, so Wednesday. So good. Okay. Then I will be there. So I went back and I had the brilliant idea to try to call Montesano and say I want to come an extra day early. Because in years past I've gone out there on Wednesday. Takes you just about all day to drive there. It's a 10-hour drive by Google, so it takes me about 12 hours, maybe 13 to pull the
RV time.
Camper. Yeah. RV time, yeah. So I go back to my reservation that I had made last year, and I'm already booked Tuesday through Sunday. And I'm like, oh, so apparently I had this idea already and forgot about it. So.
Brilliant. Yeah.
So I'm leaving out of here Tuesday morning, going to drive the whole way. Rob and Frank are flying in Wednesday, but they won't be until like 7:30, Frank said. So my wife is going to fly in Wednesday, but she'll land at like 5. So we're going to go to dinner. I'm going to try to snag Steve and Jason Scoggins and go to dinner Wednesday evening in town. So if anyone's in town Wednesday evening, y'all are welcome to join us. And then Thursday we might try to go hit the Blue Plate for breakfast and then run over to Gigaparts. And Steve, I want you to come on to my live stream next weekend and tell us all about 4 days in August and what all your plans are for that.
Yeah, we've got a huge roster set up. So far, the activities, we actually backed up into Tuesday. We've got stuff going on Tuesday. Tuesday is going to be the Signals Museum. If you guys haven't been there, that's awesome. Huh. Jason's doing Kung Fu on stream.
Oh, there's a freaking wasp just flew into my head.
Jeez.
So
yeah, and then we've got anti-forums on Wednesday. We've got a lot of anti-forums at Gigaparts on Thursday. And Gigaparts is providing lunch for everybody that's coming. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to do the cookout with Kyle and Joe Brett and everybody on Friday, and then the Hamfest on Saturday and Sunday.
Where are you doing forums on Wednesday?
Up on the mountaintop.
Okay. Where'd you?
So.
Where at?
At the pavilion, wherever we can, circle up. It's all like we have a schedule of what's happening when, but other than that, it's highly informal because we're all, there to relax and camp and enjoy ourselves.
Sure. Okay. All right. Good. You have a projector.
And this is year
and
3
and all
of.
that?
So these are anti-forums. So as an example, we're not going to stand up in front of the pulpit on the pulpit and preach at you. We're going to sit down next to you and show you how to solder a printed circuit board, or you're going to have your Meshtastic device and we're going to join a network and start sending messages back and forth to each other and talk about what long fast means and things along those lines. It's actual hands-on stuff. That's why I call them anti-forums. It's not me with a 1,000-page PowerPoint presentation talking at the group that's sleeping out there. It's we're small campfire circle, singing songs together, holding hands. No, not holding hands.
Maybe
just having fun.
Okay.
I mean, you and me, Joe Brett, for sure.
Right. I mean,
yeah.
That was
a selective group.
Right. Okay. Good. That is great.
So I just looked up for next year. And it looks like it will let you reserve a campsite up to a year in advance. And that's a year for your first night. So if you were going to be there for the whole week, it's just a year from the Monday that you would show up, and then you can book it out however long you want.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's how they've done it in the past as well.
Yeah.
So, good. Well, Kyle's going to bring a hiker. Joe Brett, you've got is that a Jayco you've got?
It is.
Okay. Yeah. Which one is it?
It's the SLX.
Okay.
21-foot box.
Tell us about that.
Well, it's the economy size, I guess, from what I understand. It ain't the glamping one, but it's got everything I need that we need. We do. There was 2 just like it. It's the 210 QB, I believe is what the model number was on it. One of them had the bunks, and they didn't really like. The kids were too big for the bunks anyway, so we didn't get that. I wanted the big back glass to look out at the lake and stuff when we went, so we opted for that one.
You should have got the QRO model.
QRO.
Yeah, right.
QMX, little guy. So
hey, Mike and Becky are here. Cool.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
It's done pretty good for us. I'm a little anxious to see.
It was brand new last year, right? You guys had just bought it a short time before that, so yeah.
We bought it right before summer last year.
Yeah.
What do you pull that with, Joe Brett?
I pull it with my Tahoe.
Hey.
And
trying to get our audio to work.
Okay.
The Tahoe has pulled it fine. I made it to Huntsville fine last year and camping, but where we usually go camping close to home, the hills are ridiculous. And when I say crazy, it's not like big tall hills. It's a bunch of them back to back to back. It's killing my truck. We took it out for the first time this year, a few weeks ago. I noticed the transmission temperature was getting on up there, and it's not ever ran that high before. And I'm like,
that sounds like Kyle on top of Monarch Pass.
So what Joe Brett, let me tell you a little story.
I like story time.
There we go.
Joe Brett puts in the chat like his transmission temperature was like, I don't know, 150 or something like that.
No. At 195, I was pulling over. At 200, everything, the world was going to come to an end.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so I had my values a little bit less, but I mean, my Tacoma, if I get up to like the upper limit on a Tacoma is 220. If I get over 220, I probably need to start backing down or pull over or whatnot. There were many times going over the passes in Colorado, I was pushing 225, and I was just like, well, crap, I got another 4 miles to go.
Can't stop here.
I gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm hoping the route from here to Huntsville is not going to be as bad because there's bigger hills, but that's the key. They're bigger, so it'll be in the same gear longer.
Don't try to speed up going downhill to make it up. No, that's a whole nother problem.
Right.
I think going up is one thing. Coming down the hill is more scary than going up.
Much worse. Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I figured that out the hard way on our first trip to Colorado last month, and I wasn't even pulling anything then. some of those hills coming down the mountains of Colorado, you're like, my brakes, I'm pressing my brakes, but they're not really doing anything.
Yeah, you overheated them. Yeah.
Well, no, this was before that. This was just like, I was just like, you know what? I think they should feel differently than that. Thank God I have a 5-speed, technically 6-speed transmission, so I just started downshifting. It was fine. But
yep, that's the trick.
I have gotten out of my truck at a long downhill, and you get out and like you take a break and you walk in the front and you're like, wow, I smell that engine. And then like you walk another 3 feet and go, well, that's brakes too.
That's brakes. Yeah. You smell the brakes for sure.
I went in on this. Yeah.
Yeah. The Nobo will be making a debut at the park this year. So no slide rooms. Zero slide rooms. Don't need them.
They just add more weight.
That's true. They do. That you're not wrong on that. But I've got so many extras on top of the Nobo, though. I've got a full solar package and a couple other full vacuum system, a couple other things. It's almost as heavy as the Salem was, but it's got a lot more options on it than the Salem did. So be a lot happier with it.
Mike, I think, unless Mike and Becky have an RV, Mike, I think yours is the biggest.
Of course.
Yeah, no, actually, we've got one that's almost exactly like Jason's.
The old one, the broken one. We still
the broken
have ours.
One. Yeah. I remember you guys saying that last year. You're like, oh no, just press the button for the slide room. I'm like,
yeah, the manual.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Yeah, we had troubles with ours, and it's thankfully. Wait, I'm not gonna say it because
don't say it.
Yeah, a couple grand later.
Oh, dude, mine's in the shop again right now for hail damage.
Jeez.
Because the warranty repair shop had it for 7 months.
Yeah.
And it sat out in their parking lot and got hail damaged while they had it.
No.
So I got it back. I took it up and they're putting a whole new roof on it. Insurance is covered and putting a whole new roof on it. And I'm like, wow, it's crazy. So
aren't you just trying to fix it up so you can sell it? Is that the plan?
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of it as soon as I get it back and everything's working on it. I'm going to try to get rid of it, but we'll see.
Brand new slide motors.
Well, this is the second time it's had brand new slide motors since I got it.
Right.
So
stick it up on Facebook Marketplace. It'll go.
That's exactly what. Yeah, I sold my last trailer that way. That's exactly what I'll do with it.
Mike,
no problem at all.
What is the weight on your trailer?
It's max weight on it is 16,000 pounds.
Oh,
and we're right there.
Yep.
Yeah, is that a fifth wheel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 34 feet long, so it's got all the same stats as far as weight goes as a 40-foot model, but since it's 6 feet shorter, we can pack a lot more weight in there. We can put like 5,000 pounds in this trailer. Was the nice thing about it.
It's not a grand design, yeah.
What are you pulling it with?
I thought your Steve. I thought your trailer was 34 feet.
Mine's 36 foot, 10,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
Steve is long.
So it's longer, but it's
long.
less capacity. I get you. Okay. All right.
What do you pull it with, Mike?
I've got a 1-ton dually, so I don't run into too many of the transmission issues. Going downhill's kind of a breeze with that 6-speed Allison on my GMC. That's nice. We did have to stop in Central California because our boondocking spot was at the top of a mountain. And the road was switchbacking really bad up to the top, and we're almost there. And the road just had one real quick turn that I almost had to come to a stop on, and then it was a steep climb up from there. And by the time we got to that, I think we're a quarter mile from our campsite, but the truck was like, "You got to stop now. Your transmission temperature," which I always have up when I'm driving, it was like 230, 240, somewhere up there. So we sat there for about 30 minutes, a quarter mile from our campsite, and let it cool back down.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Thankfully, we haven't had too many issues like that.
So you guys, Mike and Becky, are y'all in the same Salem trailer that you had last year then?
Yep. We are.
Okay.
Yep. So far, it's, we go out probably a couple times a month. Just we're weekenders, but we still have a kid at home, so we don't have too much of a choice.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll be up there all week.
What time what day are you arriving?
Well, we live in town, but our site starts Monday. So we're going to be there Monday through Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. We're like 45 minutes away, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not bad.
Okay. Good.
That's the worst because you drive back home every day.
Yeah, we're kind of like Gigaparts is in between where we live. We're a little further.
Oh, okay.
west.
Okay.
It's gonna be a very expensive week for you, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Saving
Drive by
money by staying
Gigaparts
in the park.
Right. Yeah. What do we have to do to not drive by Gigaparts?
Yeah, right. Like, go that way. No.
Yeah, I hear you. Good deal.
Jeff says, good reminder.
Yep.
You guys all towing trailers should use the Governor's Drive route up.
That's that's the drive that does not have the switchbacks.
I'm taking the switchbacks.
Well,
you should be fine with.
You
with
should
your
be
hiker
fine.
trailer.
Yeah,
I'm taking the switchbacks.
Yeah. I don't know that it's really shorter to go the switchbacks.
Actually, I took the switchbacks last year.
Did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
So, yeah, if I think the Governor's Drive exit is like 2 or 3 more exits past where GPS tells you to go, and then you just you go up that one side of the mountain, you turn left, and you go through that little town that's there on the side of the mountain. You turn right, you're in the park, and you're there. It's easy.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to go up that way. I don't know
it
why
is.
they put you through the
I don't know.
village.
It might be like a half a mile shorter to go the switchback route. That's why Google said, well, this is the shortest route to go. I don't know.
Fuel savings, which actually it's not because of the switchbacks.
Right. The first time I drove up there, I followed that route, and I went switch. I didn't have a trailer with me, and I told Scoggins, I was like, dude, I can't bring my trailer. He's like, go the other way. It's like everybody does that. It's like, okay.
I heard a rumor you were the one that got stuck on the switchbacks, and that's why we all know about it.
No. I've never been stuck anywhere, actually.
Yeah.
No.
If it's got wheels, I can get it stuck. I'm actually kind of proud of that.
Oh, I've gotten stuck before. I've just always got it out before. I've never gotten stuck where I couldn't get out. So far, knock on wood. We'll see. I don't know. Not on pavement anyway. Not on pavement. I've never gotten stuck on pavement. Good. Okay. Well, I was talking to who was I talking to? So I did a video recently about the Starlink and how they had the global outage when we were all in Colorado. Yep. And I booted my Starlink dish up that morning, and it never served up an SSID. So I thought I had hardware failure. I reset it, and it was fine after that. So all good there. But I did a video about how, because one guy made a comment. He's like, well, once mobile phones start working on Starlink, why do we need to use ham anymore? I'm like, really? That's a question. I mean, that shows
tell
how
me you don't know anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Without telling me you don't know anything.
Snarky.
Yeah.
He was being snarky.
Maybe he was. Maybe he was. And that's okay. Snarky. That sounds like something I would ask if I was being snarky. But
yeah, I mean that's how I would ask it. Yeah. But I always treat them like they're literal questions and answer them completely deadpan.
I do too.
You see, here's the reason why you still need this. What?
But I wonder, because I didn't have my Starlink mini dish this time last year. I think I got it right after. I think I got it right before hunting season last year, which is like a couple months from now. I'm told that the Starlink Mini, since it's a smaller dish, has a more narrow bandwidth and will cut through trees easier than the Gen 2 dish that I had before. So I'm looking forward. I don't expect it to work, but I am going to bring it with me. I actually keep it in the truck all the time anyway. I'm going to bring it with me and see how well it does or does not work on the mountain, because the internet on the mountain sucks. There's no cell signal at all. You can't get Starlink to work because of the tree cover. So
I'm gonna I 3D printed the painter's pole adapter.
Yeah. Yes.
So I'm gonna take my Starlink and I'm gonna put it 30 feet in the air. We're gonna see if it works.
So you're still going to be 20 feet below the top of the trees.
That's correct. Yeah, those trees are about 40, 45 feet. So
I'm gonna rent an intern and I'm gonna send him up and he's gonna cut the
tree?
top of the trees.
Yeah. That'll work.
We're gonna go to Gigaparts and get an intern. Have him cut the top of the trees so we can get internet.
That's good. I hope it works.
They have improved something recently, because I was in Cloverdale, California not too long ago, in Frank's neighborhood, and just had a little window through the trees, and I thought it was a joke trying Starlink, but it did okay. It did pretty well.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, actually, Jason, now that I think about it, I put my Starlink up at Mount Princeton, just south of Buena Vista, and there was a small opening, and I got reliable internet. So maybe that firmware
upload speed
update.
is the...
I'm told that the mini dish will work better through a narrow opening or a tree cover than my Gen 2 dish worked. Supposedly the speeds aren't as fast, but I mean, if you're getting 20 or 30 megs up, then that's all I care about. It doesn't have to be screaming fast.
Better than 0.
But yeah.
Better than 0.
Better than 0.5.
Right.
Yeah,
but,
we sold our Gen 2. Y'all are making me want to go get one.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's a small opening at like the campsite next to me where I think Renee will be, or like at the bathhouse. Mm-hmm. But there's also an opening at the pavilion. There's a larger opening at the pavilion. And I tried mine there 2 years ago, and it did not work there either. I don't think it could get clear line of sight to the north where it wanted to point. But
you got to get the intern to climb up on the roof of the pavilion.
Yeah. Well, and the mini dish is supposed to work better if you just point it straight up also. They've got more satellites in the air than they did a year or two ago. And in fact, you remember we saw that launch? We were sitting at the campsite last year. We saw that launch of the string of satellites going through the air.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to trying the Starlink and seeing if it actually works this year. We'll see. I don't know. But hopefully, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
The search for internet.
Yeah.
It's been interesting all up the West Coast here. Our dish wants to point due west or just slightly north of due west. It's not
really.
It doesn't need the north at all. Yeah, I guess maybe because when the satellites are out over ocean, nobody uses them. I don't know, but they've since we've hit California coast, it's been going due west.
Huh.
Well, if any of y'all can get your Starlink to work, let me know how much we owe you to rent some of your bandwidth.
All right.
Yeah.
No problem. We'll see.
Yeah, we were camping the other day, and I won't say where just to protect his privacy, but we were checking emails and stuff like that, and then she said something about Jason and like said his call sign.
Camp for ACK. He popped up on. I was trying to get connected to like for a meeting or something, and he popped up on my like internet locations, and I'm like, wait, I know that call sign. We walked down, he's like 3 sites from us. I was like, why is he here? Like, oh, okay, yeah.
I have a similar story about Jason. He must be everywhere because I was driving 4 or 5 weeks ago, went to Smoky Mountain National Park and camped for a week. And I was driving through I stayed at Cedars of Lebanon, which is just east of Nashville. And I was leaving that campsite in the morning, and I get a call from Jason on the phone. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? He's like, where are you? And I said, well, I'm in Tennessee, probably, just north of you. And he goes, I saw you beacon on APRS. I'm like, why are you calling me on the phone?
Yeah, APRS boy, send me a message.
And he goes, oh, you're too far out of range, but I saw you off of Digipeater. I'm just like, oh. So he saw my APRS beacon and decided to call me on the phone.
He'll do that. He texted me one day because he caught my Digipeater down here. I guess the band opened.
Really?
300-something miles. Yeah.
Sheesh.
But my
300 miles.
Not so random, but random enough story about Jason ACK. Leaving Dayton last year, I've been driving for like 2 hours. I'm getting hungry, and I hit 5.2 because I'm bored, and there's ACK just blowing my speaker out. So where you at, man? He was like a mile ahead of me, so we stopped at the next exit and ate some Cracker Barrel together.
That's good.
Yeah.
I was driving home from Dayton last year, and I hear this KC5HWB, and I look over, and freaking T.O.'s zooming by me in a rental car. I'm like, what are you doing?
Ran a wreck.
That was good.
I don't know why you were going north. You said it was somehow faster to go north from Dayton, Ohio to get to Texas. I was going north to get back to Minnesota.
I'm pretty sure I was going west.
Man, it kind of makes sense.
It was probably coming to my house.
I was going to your house. I was going to your house. I was going to Kyle's house. So it was a little bit more northern route than I would to go directly back to Texas, yes. But it's like 15 and a half hours, something like that. So I'm like,
That's the Blue Monster. That's Jason.
Yeah, that's right.
What do you call that truck?
F-250? It doesn't have a name. I don't name my vehicles the way that Frank does. So.
Well, I don't think anybody names their vehicles the way Frank does.
No, that's quite true. Quite true.
The new truck doesn't have a name yet. It's too new. The old one was Great White. Yeah, 450 dually.
That one could be Great White too. I mean, it is a long bed, so
it is.
Was it twice
I had
bitten?
to back up on one of the
bitten, twice shy.
Yeah, it was. The 450 was. Mm-hmm. Got rid of that one like a month ago. I have 1,000 miles on the new truck. Most of those is with you, Kyle.
I was going to say 800 of those are through a mountain pass.
Mosquitoes in my basement here.
Well, y'all were making me feel good because I'm usually the one out here in the shack swatting stuff.
No, I don't know how that fly got in here.
I've got so many wasps in my backyard this year. I don't know why. There's red wasps, there's yellow jackets, there's black wasps, and I'm like, I'm just going to get a can of Instant Kill and go to town one day.
That's what I did today.
I saw a cicada killer wasp. I mean, if it was that big, it was, wow.
Like a hornet. That's like a hornet.
Yeah. I mean, but it was big enough to eat cicadas. That's how big it was.
Yeah.
You know, one of my biggest fears, to bring this back to RV life, one of my biggest fears is whenever I pull into a campsite and I'm pulling up that electrical panel, that there's going to be some huge hornet's nest in that thing. Yeah. And it's going to be the death of me, right?
Yeah.
I think if we ever got a wasp in the camper, he would be like, "Where's the tent?" Like he wouldn't even go in it. I'm sure.
Wasps are not my thing.
No, not his thing.
Yeah. Anything that is silent that I can't hear buzzing that's possibly going to kill me is bad news.
Yeah, last time we were camping, I was just sitting there, and I was like, why? We were trying to sleep, and I was like, your hair's tickling my face, and then I realized that whatever it was walking down.
Oh gosh!
I don't know what it was, but he's like flying out of the bed, almost moving.
Oh goodness!
Yeah,
done that before. Sadly,
I have woken up to my dog barking outside, and I opened the door, and there was a raccoon on my roof rack here, the roof rack, or not the roof rack, but the rack up there. See the rack up there? There was a raccoon sitting on top of there right there.
Oh, while you were camping, so she was barking at it while it was.
She heard it. She barked at it, and then I got up and got out, and there was a raccoon sitting right there, and it was just staring at me. I was just like, aren't you supposed to be scared? I'm supposed to leave?
The raccoon said, "What's up, little dude?"
What's up, little dude? I see you're camping.
I'm sorry.
I see you're camping. Do you have any trash?
Right. Mind if I root through your trash? Good. Well, Lou and Pink are going to be there. Who else? Yeah, I was really hoping Bill would join because I wanted to talk about his camper. That was a cool.
That'd be a full show.
Yeah.
I rolled by Bill's camper last year, and he had just crap like everywhere. Like it was just all over the place.
Yeah.
And I rolled by and just like, who brought that thing? And then Bill walks out.
Bill walks out. Yeah.
Oh, Bill!
It must have been a storm roll through here this morning.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's just Bill.
He's got stuff everywhere.
He was building that Huntsville.
He's got he was like unpacking and he had like 3 antennas set up and a fire pit and his Devos lights and I'm like, dude, how long are you staying here?
He's moving in. He was moving
in. He was moving in.
Seasonal spot.
I built out this ham shack at Huntsville, Montesano last year. Like out on the picnic table with the circular saw, cutting wood and.
Really, the one you're sitting in right now.
The one I'm sitting in right now, yeah.
Wow.
This was a bunkhouse, and I emptied it out.
I knew that. I didn't realize you'd done it at Montesano though.
Yeah.
Huh.
Steve gave me a tour of that while we were in Colorado, and the camera makes it look much bigger than it actually is.
This is full wingspan, and this hand's out the door. And I'm 6'2", so it's about 6x7.
It was much smaller than I expected. Get him, Jason, get him.
I did get him.
Get him.
I get that a lot, Kyle.
Hold on, this guy's gonna die. Hold on.
Yeah. Mike's literally looks like he's outside and he's having no problems with bugs and everybody else.
Right. The guy outside.
I did have a mosquito earlier, but But the weather is a little bit different here. I gotta.
Like our window, it's totally dark out right now, and it's bright and sunshiny where you're at.
Jason, your life insurance is paid in full, right?
Who's going to end the stream?
You're going to die, clown!
Who's going to hit the end button?
We just got to go forever.
Go forever, yeah.
No, I won. So he's no more. That's what you get for crawling through my. There's a dead yellow jacket that he was walking across the desk the other day. I went, and his carcass is still there, and I left it there to scare the other ones away, but apparently it didn't work.
Marking territory. Have you seen the assault rifles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are freaking cool.
Yeah.
Bug assault? Yeah. Those are great.
They work great.
But doesn't it leave salt everywhere?
Yeah, but that's
okay.
That hurts bugs too, if they just find it laying around.
I would think that it's just salt. Why is there salt on the floor? I don't know. I got this new gun.
Salt and dead bugs.
Yeah, right. It's 2 pieces of litter. It's salt and dead bugs.
Right.
Well, you pre-season your dinner.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if y'all have seen those little things that spin around to kind of shoo away the flies.
Oh, yeah.
I think we were probably late to the party. We saw somebody we went camping with some friends, and they had them. And we're like, oh, we got to get some of those. And then now every time we go camping, they're in every single
They're like little tabletop USB-C charged little fan things. They just spin around and keep the flies off.
And there's these little things. They look like blades, but if you touch them, they're made out of nothing. Yeah. And so
I'll go get one. Hang on.
Yeah. I just used my Thermacell. That seems to work okay for mosquitoes.
Yeah.
See, I'd like something for both mosquitoes and flies, because depending on what time of year it is, where we are.
It looks ugly and ghetto as anything, but the strips that you pull out of the little tiny cartridges, the sticky fly strips, they work fantastically.
Yep. Yeah, when you remove them, remember how sticky they are, because if you touch them with your hands.
Oh, they get stuck in your hair. If you have hair,
they get wrapped around your face.
Yeah.
There's a restaurant by us that keeps like 1 or 2 gallon bags of water. They'll put water in a bag and they'll tie it up and they'll hang it from the rafters, and they're hanging all over the place. And I used to ask, what is that about? And they're like, that scares away flies. Something about how flies have those 6 eyes in their front, and when they see themselves reflected in that water, they think it's a big ass fly and they stay away.
Yeah,
there was never flies out there, so I guess it works, but I don't know. That's cool, Becky. I like that.
If anybody likes it, we can.
Yeah, we'll bring some up to the cookout to help keep the flies off.
Perfect.
All right. So if you're on drugs, you should not look at that thing. It's gonna...
And if anybody needs one, we can send you an affiliate link.
Yeah, I got an affiliate link if you need it.
I'm sure you do.
Who doesn't like affiliate links?
Yeah, exactly.
Helping the next guy out.
Yeah, that's right.
I've seen this videos on TikTok where people are buying these little dragonfly things. It's got a little wire, and dude done it on TikTok where he was like, people were trying to call him out like that don't really work, keeping the bugs away from his camper. And so he moved it in the video to the light on his jack stand, where it was just a big swarm. He stuck it there in like 3 minutes. There was like 2 or 3 bugs flying around.
It's just like a statue of a dragonfly.
I don't know if you call it a statue. It's not made out of concrete. It's all plastic. But
but it's like those owls you see.
An idol.
Yeah. So the story behind it is the dragonfly is the natural predator of evidently they eat bugs. And bugs don't like to hang around them because they might get eaten. So.
Yeah.
That sounds like something you could 3D print.
Yeah.
Right. Probably so. Yeah. Good idea.
As I'm sitting here looking for something to 3D print. I got to print me some more combs. The heat's done destroyed some of mine in the car. So
combs.
You got to keep this fresh.
C-O-M-B.
A comb.
Okay. Sorry.
Never 3D printed a comb.
I'm speaking to Mississippi for you.
I guess so. Never 3D printed a cone.
It beats going to the store to buy them.
Well, I imagine so.
Whatever color you want, put your name in them, whatever.
I imagine so.
So 3D printing and ham radio pair nicely together. What about like RV stuff? Are there any things that y'all have 3D printed for RVing?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Kyle, you done some 3D prints for your camper?
What?
Did you do some 3D prints for your camper? Or you did something?
I've 3D
maybe
printed.
Not specific.
Yeah, what have I done? Yeah, I did. So on the outside of the tanks here, the 11-gallon tanks, propane tanks, I 3D printed a cap for that. I've 3D printed some tools inside of my box here. And then I 3D printed the windows, the curtain hangers. I 3D printed those. But that's about it.
I'm going to I got to 3D print a key ring holder. I get tired of putting my keys and stuff on the counter when I come in. I'm like, why have I not made a hanger just to stick on the wall?
Yeah. Yep.
I have gotten over not screwing things into the walls of my RV.
I'm not allowed to do that, but you got that double stick tape, so that'll tear the wallpaper off when you take it off. So,
what about command strips?
There's a trick to it.
That's command strips. That's what I was trying to think.
Yeah,
I speak Joe Brett.
Cabinet doors. We put it on the inside of cabinet doors, so it's actual wood.
Yeah,
that works.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of command strips holding stuff up in my trailer. They work great.
There's those straps that they sell on like Instagram and whatnot. I think they're on Amazon too. That you put them on like a molly panel on your rack or on something, and you like you'll strap it around, and then you pull them tight, and they have holes in them. You put a knob through the hole, and then you hold like a shovel or some tools or something like that.
They're called monkey rungs or monkey. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But
I saw a guy printing those out of TPU, and I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll print some of those out of TPU. And I found a pattern for them, and I haven't tried to print any yet, but I'm like, I've been wanting to print some of those because I've got those molly panels on the side of my bed rack. I'm like, I could hang some stuff from here with the stretchy strap things or whatever they're called, but they sell them. There's a guy selling them for like, I don't know, $12 for 2 of them or something like that. I'm like, I could probably print 30 of them for $12.
Have you done that 3D video of Gunnison Conservation Area yet? Have you posted that?
No. No, I have not.
That'd probably be good all by itself.
I'm going to post it all by itself on this channel that we're streaming on right now. Yep.
I want to see what happens when you hit the bump and the camera just went like this on the mast.
It's not what you expect. I got the copy of that video, T.O., and the 360 camera figures out where the horizon is, and it goes back and forth. But that thing was flopping all around.
Going mad, yeah.
It doesn't look like that.
If you take the raw footage, it does look like that. But if you put it through the Insta360 software, and there's like a box you check that says
process,
steady or set horizon or whatever it's called, and it looks like it's smooth, and that camera has image stabilization as well, but it's pretty smooth. It's much smoother than I thought it was going to be.
I put this camera here on the handlebars on my motorcycle, and it vibrated like crazy. So I have a chest mount for it. And Don in the chat is seeing some of the videos. And what'll happen is you can see the handlebars on the bike going like this as I hit bumps, but the camera's like the gimbal keeps it steady on the horizon the whole way through. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
That's that Insta360 camera, the new one that they just came out with, is freaking amazing.
It is. It's great.
I literally, the only issue is you got to have quite a bit of processing power on your computer to render some of those images in Photos or in Adobe Premiere Pro, and but man, I mean, you can just turn that thing on and you just point it, and it doesn't matter where you point it, it'll capture everything.
It'll capture everything. We stopped at Cadillac Ranch on the way home outside of Amarillo, Texas, and we were out there taking pictures, and I stopped to buy some stickers at the there's a little truck out there you can buy stickers and whatnot. So I set my camera with the monopod down on the side of that truck, and it fell and cracked the screen. Oh. It cracked the viewfinder screen, not the camera, not the camera lens. The camera lens is fine.
Yeah,
you didn't Joe Brett it.
It still works just fine. I mean, like the touch screen, everything works, but it's got a big crack in it now. So I went home and bought a cage for it, put it on after the fact. Does a lot of good, but I got to figure out if I can. I don't know if it's under warranty. Probably not, because it's impact damage. But I'll figure out if I can change the screen out on that thing myself. But
which camera is that?
My new Insta360.
It's the X4 or X5?
The X5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just bought it.
That's what's awesome that they made the X5 where you can replace the lenses yourself. I don't know how much that is.
A little too late. Yeah.
Yeah. It's $129 for the X4, I can tell you that.
The replacement.
Yeah, they send you a whole new unit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll probably email them or something and say this is what happened. What can I do? But I'm not real worried about it because it works. And the crack's kind of at the bottom and it goes across the side, but so it affects the viewfinder a little bit, but you can see everything and all the touch screen stuff works. And I'm like, it still works. So
I put it in my truck, and I'm going to use it as a on the road talking. So I've got the view of the outside, right? But then also I'm going to bring in another stream or another, copy the video, and then it's me inside the cab, and I'll just put it down at the bottom,
Well, you can, like when you're editing in the Insta360 software, you can set markers. They're not called waypoints. I don't want to say waypoints. You can set points in the video. Say, okay, look this direction, and then at this waypoint, change to this direction. And change back. So you can, now that takes a lot of processing power when you click on render, you might as well go on vacation and then come back. But because it takes a long time to process it that way, but you can totally do that. So
yeah,
there's a reason I haven't done a whole lot of
them. Well,
Joe Brett doesn't have a lot of vacation time.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I bought a mount, a tripod mount for my roof rack, my front runner roof rack on my truck, and I want to put mine on the outside and do some driving around with it. Because those cameras are also waterproof, although with a cracked screen it may not be as waterproof anymore. But those cameras are also waterproof. You can put them like literally underwater and record video and whatnot.
Yeah, they're good little cameras.
The first thing
They're expensive
I did
though.
Yeah.
Can't see very good in the lake water though.
No, not in lake water. Not really.
The dirty water down there in the south, just it's horrible.
And I wouldn't do it with the lens protectors on it because they just fog up.
Well, Tio, you're getting Tio. You said you're getting there on Wednesday. Kyle, when are you arriving in Monsanto?
I have some late breaking news here. I had Thursday through Monday, and I think I'm going to leave on Wednesday now and get there on Wednesday.
Okay. Good.
And
what
then
about
I'll
you, Joe Brett?
I will be there Wednesday as long as everything holds up.
Go ahead, Kyle. You are going to say something else.
I was going to say, I'd leave on Monday, but then I'm going to go over to the Smoky Mountains and stay for the week over. It's only like 3.5 hours away. So I'm going to go over there and stay and work from there. A place called the Hala, which is right on the Nottahala River. And then I'm going to go home the next weekend. So that's my plan.
Cool. I usually buy Sunday night. Whether I go home Sunday afternoon or go home Monday, I usually buy Sunday night because I don't want to check out at 10 a.m. on Sunday morning.
Right.
But I'll probably get up and leave. I'll stay through Sunday night. And there was a group of us that stayed Sunday night last year. We went out to that brewery in town. I don't remember what it's called.
So it's Yellowhammer or
no? It was a Back 40. That was it.
Back 40.
Yeah. And so we did that last year, and there's usually a small group of people that'll stay on Sunday night. So I'm going to stay on Sunday night, get up Monday morning, go home. But yeah, what about Mike and Becky? When are you guys getting there? You said already. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Wednesday?
We have reservations starting Monday, and we'll
That's
probably
right.
be back and forth and,
That's right.
during the week. So
yeah. Okay.
we got to come back Tuesday to be on Joe Brett's show Tuesday night, the Clubhouse. We're gonna be on the Clubhouse Tuesday.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And we don't want to be stuck unless you find out that your Starlink works really good. We'll
I'll be there on Tuesday, but it probably won't be until after the Clubhouse start. Well, maybe right about the time Clubhouse starts.
All right, we might not.
So
we'll probably go home.
Yep, and then Wednesday, I guess the 4 days in August is
we're teaching our class Wednesday, right?
Yeah, and Wednesday is going to be up on the mountain, right?
Yep.
Good.
At the pavilion. Yeah.
Good. Okay. Well, I'm probably going to chill on Wednesday. I might set up an antenna, do some POTA, but I'm probably just going to kind of chill around the campsite, not do much of anything, and just have a quiet, relaxing day. And then my wife flies in at about 5, and then Rob and Frank will be there. I think he said 7:30. I think their flight lands at 7:30, so they probably won't be there till like 8:30. So we'll probably be back from dinner by then. But yeah, most of Wednesday I'm probably going to spend in the campsite. See who else is there.
Are they staying in a cabin, or where are they staying at?
Frank is staying with me. I've got bunks in the new trailer, and Rob has a cabin.
Gotcha.
So I'm not sure when Mike NYO is getting there, but I know that he and Matt are both going to tent camp on his side of our campsite. But I'm not sure when they arrive.
Gotcha.
So, but it's nice being just literally right across the road from the bathhouse. So plenty of easy, much closer than we were to the bathhouse in Colorado, Ridgeway. But
yep. Well, builds character.
That's right. It's true. So I'm going to bring my electric bike with me. So I wanted to bring it to Colorado, and I just didn't have room for it with everybody else that was riding with me. But I'm by myself this time. So I know it. Yeah, very.
Is it a mountain bike, or what kind of bike is it?
No, it's a electric, LECTRIC. I had it there last year. The same bike I had last year.
Javi and I brought our bikes. We could have, put you in the motorcycle gang with us.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
The moto gang.
Wait, who had a scooter there last year? Did somebody have a scooter?
Mike did his.
Mike, yeah, he had his
Mike.
little scooter.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He was whizzing around on that thing, but he was back in the primitive campsite, going all the way over to the pavilion, and that's like I don't know, that's an easy 8-minute hike. You don't want to do that as a ham.
Right. As a ham.
In the dark.
Right.
Mike is camping?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the primitive tent camping site, I think.
Gotcha. Yeah, he loved that last year. He's doing it again. I was gonna camp with him, but I got offered some space in a cabin, so can't turn that down.
Mm-hmm. I think last year I don't know where he stayed. I guess he stayed in his truck, or maybe he stayed in the primitive. But his car, he parked it in front of my camper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, last year he rented. He got there. He showed up a couple days earlier than planned, and he stayed in one of the primitive campsites. But
gotcha.
He couldn't get it for the rest of the time because they were all booked. So I think he booked one the whole time this year.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. NAYO's in the chat now. He says he'll be getting there on Thursday. But Matt is staying at the Airbnb now because his girlfriend is coming. Oh, okay. All right. Well, good. Well, it's going to be a fun trip. I always look forward to this trip. It's I like the area. I like the campsite. I like how we all show up several days before the Hamfest. So it's there's a Hamfest this weekend, great. But we're all it's like a big camping trip with, also there's a Hamfest at some point. So
it's a better camping experience than Dayton. Camping at the fairgrounds at Dayton isn't as good as like camping at the fairgrounds at Orlando, Hamcation, but camping at Montesano is the best so far.
I agree. I agree with that. I like the camp. This year, 2025, was the first year I ever camped at Hamcation, and I very much enjoyed that. We rented an RV, and we were right there on the fairgrounds the whole weekend, and that was nice. There's plenty of room out there. Dayton is great because it's right there also, but one of the things I don't like about Dayton is I'm the only one on the campsite. So I would love it if there were more campsites available and several of you guys could get a campsite, but they're so scarce. You got to get on a waiting list
nearby, but I don't know what the vibe is over at Caesars Creek. We make a good vibe at Montesano. I know that a lot of people camp at Caesars Creek, but still you got to get up and drive to the Hamfest in the morning. Part of the appeal of camping on site at both Dayton and Orlando is you're right there. Mm-hmm. So we should all try to make plans to camp at Orlando next year. I was trying. I got overruled.
I think I'm going to drive down for Orlando and bring the camper.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be flying out to Orlando. So if anybody wants to rent a camper, let me know. We'll figure something. I'm going to rent one again. I had the 4 other guys staying with me that time last year, and we all agree at the end of the weekend. I'm like, what do you guys think? They're like, oh yeah, let's totally do this again next year. So, but we camped next to ACK, and Vaughn and Julie they showed up a couple days later, but they were there, and AFL was with them. So we had 3 of us just kind of camped next to each. Oh, and Jess and Ken were there. I think they showed up the day after that or something. So, but we had a nice little kind of 4 square in there with 4 campers in a square. But we can sit. The good thing is there's not really campsites. It's just a field, so you can set up however you want. Yep. So we'll just all get there about the same time and set up however we think looks best.
What kind of hookups do they have? That electricity, water, full.
They have electricity and water.
Electric.
Okay.
There's a dump station on site, but not at the campsite. So they have full water. They have 50 amp, 50 and 30 amp, and water hookups.
So they're also set up in pods, though. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not campsites. It's
right.
like they have poles that have a bunch of electrical hookups and so on. So it's kind of first come, first serve, and you might want to bring an extension cord because you guys last year created this C-shape, U-shape kind of deal,
right?
And that's like the best part about Orlando. It's also really cool to do that out at Quartz Fest.
Yes, correct. Yeah, but we got to ACK and I arrived in Orlando about the same time. Technically, they open at noon on Wednesday, but like Jason said, he's like, I was there on Tuesday last year, and there were people already camping. And so when we got there like 10:30 or 11 in the morning, and there was people already set up for camping. They weren't supposed to open for another hour, but they were letting people in and whatnot. So we went out, but we got our pick of campsites. So we're probably going to do that again this year, and I'll rent a camper locally. And the guy dropped it off and picked it up for me last year. He was great. And try to get him again if possible, but definitely driving to Orlando again this year.
Are there showers on site at Orlando?
Yes,
yeah.
but they're
they
nasty.
get gross.
Yeah, they're kind of nasty. So
it's kind of like being in prison.
I guess Kyle.
An older group of hams, and
something we don't know.
Yeah.
Have some grace. I'm not trying to sound rude or mean or anything, but there's some things that happen at Orlando that you just really
Joe
don't
Brett
wanna
knows
see.
what I'm talking about. He's been over there to count.
He's been to prison, but not on the same side of the bar as you were, Kyle.
Oh, sorry.
I was giving you your cornbread. So.
Yeah, I thought we were all friends here. Jeez.
Yeah, we showered inside of our camper because it was clean.
Yeah,
and there was nobody else in there, so it was fine. But
I guess
your little outside thing would be perfect out there, Kyle.
Yeah, I'll bust that out and
yeah. So have to make sure that Frank is occupied somewhere else so he doesn't come peek on you. But other than that, it's
Gonna have to put the top in.
Put a lock on that curtain.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys joining me tonight So we didn't really talk much about RVs, but we talked about the RV camping experience, so that counts, I guess.
If anybody needs anything on the way when you get here, I mean, we're in town, let us know. We can help bring stuff up or run back and forth. We're going to be around the whole week.
Thank you. Good deal. All right, well, I'm going to shut it down. Look forward to seeing you guys. All of you are invited to my Ham Radio 2.0 live stream next Sunday, all the YouTubers who are going to attend the show, because we're going to talk about plans for the Friday POTA thing and just plans for the whole weekend in total, with a few more people on there, a little bit more details than what we talked about tonight. So you guys make plans for that as well. And hope to see you guys in a couple weeks. It's going to be a fun show.
See you later.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for joining in the chat. Everyone have a good evening, and we'll talk soon.
See you later.
Later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.